going to be making a pot roast chicken.
Yeah, well I think it's something all the family can enjoy. My kids love it.
Sunday dinner.
Yeah, we tend to have it once a month or so at home. I mean, it's an alternative to a roast because it keeps the chicken really moist. Okay. And the first thing I do is chop up some lardons.
So what time, if you were aiming to have Sunday dinner, what, about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, what time would you be doing, chopping up your lardons?
Well, I'd probably do it the day before, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Because I'd have it already, the frying done, because we're going to fry this with the vegetables first, and we're going to brown the chicken, so it gives it a bit of colour. Now I'm just doing, obviously this is from my book Slow Cooking, but I'm doing it by feel, so you follow the exact recipes, or we'll do it like I did. There was an onion over here somewhere.
Red onion, white onion. Any preference?
I think red, personally, is better for raw and white for
okay.
cooked. I've got some celery, maybe a couple of sticks of celery. Peel those on our veg, so we need a bit of time.
So what of your other books do you recommend to the Mumsnetters for,
well, if you can get it, I always think Amazon is good because you can get all the old books on there. A bit of garlic, yeah, we need some garlic. We need potatoes as well. We'll do those in a second. Now you can only leave this whole, but because we're using a slow cooker, these spuds, I would just cut them in quarters like that.
Oh, okay. And if you're using big potatoes, would you take the skin off? Or?
I would,
yeah.
Generally. With a big potato, floury potato, sometimes I notice a few of your comments on the web, people talking about going mushy. Well, big potatoes can go mushy. Okay, just going to put a splash of oil into the frying pan. Now, I noticed a few of your questions said they don't like browning things. Well, you don't really have to brown it, but it will add more flavour. Softening up some of the vegetables to start with gets them going as well. Just going to brown this bacon up. Smoked bacon, you could use those cubetti, pancetta,
oh yeah,
things.
you can buy ready chopped.
Yeah, ready chopped. It's quite an expensive way of buying bacon. Okay, now any of the veg can go in now. I'm just putting the thyme in, celery, carrot. And again, just give that a stir around that.
So the garlic goes in after.
Oh, well, the thing is about garlic, it burns quite easily.
Yeah,
and it'll go bitter if you get it too brown or too dark. So I tend to put that in when the vegetables are slightly more softened. I would say you want about 10 to 12 minutes of that. And then that's basically our mix ready now. So I'm going to add into that our splash of Worcestershire sauce. You can just tip out some of the juice. Look at that, really thick juice. And there's a huge different variety. I think with plum tin tomatoes you get what you pay for. The cheap ones have really thin water, but this brand here, I'm just squashing that up. Use your hands. Best gadget in the kitchen as long as they've been washed.
Not chopping, squash them.
Squash them up, break them up. Like that.
Would you say that you could have too much liquid then, because it doesn't reduce? I mean, is it supposed to cover the chicken, or is there any rule about?
The rule is roughly half the amount of liquid to a normal recipe when you're using a slow cooker.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay, so just get all that in. Like that, all those beautiful juices. Got these new potatoes around the outside. I do that, as I said before, because the elements around the outside of the chicken and the root vegetables, say, often take longer to cook than the actual meat. Tend to do it like that. Cardboard. So now we're just browning it up, really.
I like this one.
And also brown in the bottom because although you're not going to eat it, it's going to have flavour. It's a perfect snuggy fit. There we go, get some of those juices around the edge. And we build up those juices a bit more. When you're pot roasting, normally you'd put the juice halfway up, but with a slow cooker, I can go about a third of the way up. Okay?
Okay. So not as much as...
About that. Something like that.
Ah, okay.
Okay, and then it's just...
So it doesn't need to be covered.
Yeah, it does.
Quite often it's... No, I mean it doesn't need to be covered with liquid.
Oh, no. That's the mistake a lot of people make with this. One goes the lid. And then you can go to work. Turn it to high. And then...
So that's up to high now.
That's up to high. And then we take our chicken out, making sure all the juices...
Isn't it, that little...
With a fork, or you can use a tongs or whatever. Let that rest. Normally just cover it loosely with a bit of foil in a warm place. So you got all those fantastic juices, all that veg, and that is going to be far too much sauce and stuff for your chicken. So what you've got there left is a great base for a soup, obviously. I mean, you can use all sorts of veg. I've found just in here, I've got some peas.
You can use frozen peas as well.
Yeah, I've got some broad beans and edamame beans, or soybeans. And just give those a little stir in. And that, you see, by adding that at the end, you're going to get lots of colour in there. And then I just put in some baby spinach at the end. Or you just let that cook probably for another 20 minutes, really. Because the whole point of a slow cooker is it's slow cooking. Even though we've turned it to high, it would take the best part of 20 minutes. Well, the thing about it is when you're carving anything, poultry, think of it like a box. People always try and carve with the shape of the breast, but actually you should cut down that way. So the first thing you're going to do is just pull that leg out, like that, and then just find the joint through there.
Oh, wow.
And that's one bit of portion. So we're looking at cutting down here, like that. So you get nice, look at that juicy look, still shiny. So look at that, you're getting all that wonderful veg and some really nice juices. Hot roast chicken, perfect for all the family.